Start. It is not disputed that the accused appellant Ram Dulare is a handicapped person who has filed his disability certificate issued by Medical Board of Chief Medical Officer. MOU certifying 60% disability in his right leg, and it has been admitted by PW2 and PW3 that accused appellant is a handicapped person disabled with one leg and cannot walk properly because of problem with one leg. It is not the case of the prosecution that the accused appellant was having love affair with the victim, the minor girl, and enticed her away on account of the love affair. It is also pertinent to mention that since the accused appellant is a handicapped person until and otherwise proved, no girl is supposed to fall in love with such a disabled person, and so, even in case of any one side liking of victim by accused appellant, there can be no reason for the victim to go with the accused appellant at her own. There is no whisper of any force having been used by the accused appellant or other accused persons in forcibly seating the victim in jeep with the accused appellant. It has been contended by the accused appellant that the victim was major and was living with her parents in Jaunpur, and the police have not made any efforts to trace out the victim at Jaunpur or anywhere else where the appellant allegedly taken her away. It is pertinent to mention that the first informant is a law graduate, and it is expected from him as a prudent man to inform the police immediately after the incident so that there could have been better possibility of tracing out the victim. The prosecution has also not made any efforts of tracing the victim by taking the accused appellant on police remand. The prosecution has failed to explain the inordinate delay of around 4 days in lodging FIR. It has also been contended that, as per entries in the family register, the victim was major at the time of incident. The possibility of eloping of victim in the darkness of night without knowledge of anybody may not be ruled out. Admittedly, the first informant PW3 is highly educated person and postgraduate, as has been admitted by him in his cross examination at page 8 of his cross examination that he is MA LLB. He has stated that the lives at home and does agricultural work, and since the matter was related to his prestige, he was very much nervous, and so instead of writing the written report himself, got it written by Harish Yadav on his dictation, and in dictating there was no problem. It is pertinent to mention that the father of the victim had come the very next day, but no reason has been assigned as to why the FIR was not lodged by father himself. PW1 and PW2 are only chance witnesses and have also stated to have inquired into with co accused as to where The victim and accused appellant have gone, but even when no reply was given by them, they did not inform the first informant or father of the victim. Over.